Alright everyone, today I'll be going over my stun deck that I've created. In the replays you'll see multiple stun decks used, and I feel like this is the best one. And this is the most replays you'll see of is going to be based on this deck. Okay, what is this here? And basically, I will explain at the end my reasoning for these cards, etc. But I feel like this is my strongest version of this deck. So anyways, let's get right into the replays. Most of the replays has ended up like this, to be honest. Here, watch this. I think this is probably the fastest game I ever had. Just like, yep, there you go. Like 80% of the games just ended like that. Same thing with this guy. Like, all you do is just do your like little shenanigans, set up your control board, and yeah, just go with that. And I'll be showing you like, hey, why I suggest this one better than the older ones I'll show you in the replays. So here's a match against DD. And yeah, I guess it's similar to the one I have, very similar. Basically, all you want to do is set up your field with a attack boost and the floodgate card. If you don't know what this does, you need to watch a video of what this does, because it's a very, very complicated card to explain to people, and I feel like if I try to explain it right now, it won't get to you. Like, just looking at the effect, this is like, what does this mean? But I know what it means, like in my sense. But like, I guess I can try explaining it. Basically, if they want to activate a monster effect, they need to control a ritual, fusion, synchro, xe, or pendulum. And like for each one they own, they can activate one effect. So if they own one ritual, they can activate one monster effect. If they own a ritual and fusion, that means they can activate two monster effects, things like that. But I hope you understand that, but I feel like you should Google this very, complicated card, and there are videos literally just on this card. And it's a floodgate itself, so all you do is just set up your floodgates, and there's no chance like these people beat you. Now watch this, like, okay, he's got that, so I got two floodgates on board right now, and a crazy attack boost. I think he was thinking of dark magic attacking me, but then I'm like, there you go. Get that cleared up with, and it's done. Their only one is great in this deck because everything is different. Some decks that can out this is probably like Sidra. Sidra has a good chance against this. And if you do not know what the water statues do, they're basically, for every element, there's a different one. And basically, like for example, the water one, if you summon the water one, your opponent can only summon water. Special summon, I mean, they can't special summon unless they're water. And the same restriction goes for you, so, but you don't special summon this deck, so you're fine. He has no out to this at all, basically, and I'm not going to show the rest because I won this game as well. There are games that I've lost, and I'll share my thoughts about that later. So in this case, you can see I'm playing the Thunder King. So this card is good in its own, like, in its own world. Like, it's a good card, don't get me wrong, but like in this deck, I feel it does not work out. So you'll see me discard it for super poly fodder. I'm like, there's no point in me having this card. So the reason why I take this card out is because of the amount of draw cards I play. I play around, I think around 7 draw cards. And if this card is on your field and you draw a draw card, that means you cannot use this draw card. And you're just sitting there with empty, well, you're just sitting there with a back row card that does nothing, basically. So yeah, I felt like not playing this card was not that great, I'll be honest. So in this case, Super Poly's MVP. Easy game. Like this deck makes games go by so fast sometimes. It's crazy. That's unless you play the Mystic Find version, then your games will last pretty long. In this case, he was just trying to get over my border, and he thought that was the end of it basically. But in reality, nope. I ended up winning this as well. I think all the replays I'll be showing is me winning, and I'll discuss the weaknesses. It's very hard for me to lose actually. Okay, so we look at these three, and now look at Sal. So this guy beat me, and this was using my older deck. I do not suggest playing Necro Valley, nothing like this. As you can see, this is my old deck. There's no point of Thunder King, I'm telling you this right now. I could have such a better like floodgate setup. Also, Wings, not a good idea. I don't suggest it. Like, when I began building this deck, I followed lists online, which is not a good idea in my opinion. You should just like make your own stuff most of the time because the meta is forever changing and these decks haven't been updated forever. So Moon Mirror Shield, let me explain this card. So Moon Mirror Shield, basically whenever you attack opponent's monster, for example, let's say this monster right here is attacking the Inspector Warder, it will gain up to the 2000 attack, and then it'll do plus 100. So this is gonna be 2100 attack when it attacks this. Same goes for like any other monster base whenever it attacks it. So let's say Nibiru's on the field, Nibiru's 3000 attack. This thing attacks Nibiru, it'll be 3000 attack now, plus 100. So it's essentially Avramax, but like not gaining your whole opponent's thing. It's gaining up to the opponent plus 100. This is like the MVP of the deck in my opinion. Like these cards are really fragile. Like they are floodgates, but like they're very fragile floodgates. And your goal in this deck is to protect them. Necrovalley just shut his whole deck down. There was no point of him even playing. And yeah, he did have evenly, but in my opinion, Necrovalley is just too much for this guy. This game. Like, he can do whatever. He can't bring back the Jack Jaguar. That's it. He realizes that after. I'm like, oh, never mind. I can't do anything to it. Okay, last one is zombies, and yeah. Once again, do not suggest this card. It's not that great. Same thing here. Like, there's no point of me having these two cards. Like, in this case, yeah, I just shut him down. He couldn't do anything. I do need to try out the vampire version of zombies. I hear it's pretty good. Yeah, basically, yep. Some of these games were so fast, it's crazy. But I feel like most of this video is just gonna be explaining why I chose these cards. Oh, it's his point of view. Yeah, he got a good setup here. Did he get yeah, Baldarok? It didn't matter. I drew the Super Poly. Super Poly's MVP in this deck. It's crazy. So why did I do this? So basically I banished the Cyclone. I mean, I didn't banish. I used the Cyclone to banish the Zombie World. I didn't want it to be like, you know, a meta thing. I'm so used to this thinking, hey, they probably have more disruptions. So like, I thought he might have another Metaverse or like a Super Poly on my turn or something. But I just realized, oh, he didn't have anything. So I used that and then chained Super Polys. That means they can't chain to Super Poly after that. So I just get away with free disruption right there. And yeah, basically I make my guy, and that's basically it. Moon Mirror Shield, and you're good. He did have Harpy's Feather Duster, but it's like, what's the point? And he thought, this is really funny. Look, he thought he could use the effect and give it more defense and everything, but he doesn't realize Moon Mirror Shield activates in the damage step, I believe. Where does it say that? Yeah, during damage calculation. So that's like after like the whole attack is done. Alright, let's play this. So it doesn't matter how much he boosts this. And if you didn't understand what I was trying to say there, this card can boost its defense by paying life points. He paid 3k to boost it. And yeah, that's how he lost that one. And yeah, that is all the replays. I had so many of them. Unfortunately, I didn't have anything interesting. It's either I just won or lost like really hard. So how do you lose really hard with this deck? It's usually you lose if they have cards that just break boards. Meaning not break boards in the sense of, hey, it's like Tyranno where this attacks everything. No, I'm talking like spell cards and spell cards or like evenly matched, things like this. That can break boards really easily. Because a dark hole to this deck is basically a game. Or an evenly matched even. But that's why you do play the Judgment and stuff. I maybe actually recommend playing even Witch's Strike in this deck. That could actually work. So on a side note, let's talk about these monsters. These are all the floodgates you play basically. This one I didn't explain it yet, but this one basically is the same thing, but no, it doesn't matter what attributes. Just as long it can't be special summoned. That is all. The flip effect is actually really good too. It just destroys all the monsters that are special summoned. So card demise, this came up a lot because usually you set everything for the mage power. Mage power basically says the monster equipped with it gains 500 attack and defense for every spell and trap you control. So you always just set everything. It doesn't matter. Now the MVP of the deck is Moon Mirror Shield plus the Armor Recall. Moon Mirror Shield, explained, gives 100 attack more than what the other monster is. And this one basically is Union Carrier, but in trap form for spells. And once you activate it, you can just equip any spell that is an equipped spell from your deck to the monster. And you do this again, it's fucking me. And yeah, basically this wins games. Like, I honestly just wait until they declare an attack, activate it, and I'm done. Macrocosmos, my bad. and Fisher. Really good floodgates for those Graveyard Reliant decks. I only played 2 dualities because I was drawing too many of them. And then I also have the Extrav. I was playing Prosperity too, but I think I cut it. So overall, I just want to go over these. Yeah, negates. This is self-explanatory. If you don't have any monsters, this is your way out to it. And floodgates for Graveyard Reliant decks. Now onto side deck. Once they realize you're playing this deck, do side in this card. Cool thing you can do is you can use the Trap Trick. So if they Lightning Storm, you have Trap Trick here. Activate the Trap Trick, set down this, and let them destroy everything. Activate this, and summon one of these beautiful cards. I suggest this one because your opponent literally can't summon cards. They can set though, but a lot of people don't realize you can set cards when this card's on the field. Otherwise, your side deck mainly consists of like this destruction. If you can't afford this, play Dark Hole, honestly. And then if you can't afford this, play Twin Twister or something. Because you honestly, when you go second with this deck, it's a very low chance you'll actually win. You need to make sure you draw like one of these. And I suggest maybe setting in 9 cards at least. So with the ratio of 9, that means you can draw at least 1 per hand. It's like 8:40 ratio thing. Yeah, it's math. I think about math a lot when I deck build. And basically that's the whole deck. And these are all super poly targets. You know, this for Salads, this for Invoked. This is a great card just to put off Waking the Dragon. Same thing, this is for Salads as well. And this could even work for Ignis or Code Talkers, which is really popular. Zombies. This is just stuff to remove Mystic Mine if I need to. And yeah, basically that. Utopia Ray, okay, you can take this out. You don't need it. Also, this one you can take this out too, it doesn't matter. But yeah, basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions, etc., leave them in the comments. I don't mind taking them. And if you have any suggestions of what decks I should like review or do, please leave them in the comment below. I think the next video will be based on the Phantom Knight deck. I've been enjoying playing that deck recently, and it's really fun. But I do suggest maybe making this deck if you're a degenerate and you don't want to spend too much money on this deck. To be honest, there's only 3-4 cards that are expensive, which is this, Infinite Permanence, which you can just take out. It's honestly all good. You don't need to draw hand traps in this deck, to be honest. Especially when you're going first, doesn't matter. This, yeah, I don't even know if you need it, to be honest. Let's play 3 of these then, it's fine. And then this card, okay, yeah, Dark Hole was my budget, and then Twin Twister was my other budget. Or, yeah, basically it. Otherwise, all these cards are rather cheap. Am I missing something? I own all these cards, so I'm pretty sure they're all cheap. Oh, Card of Demise. It's a really hard card to find, but like, if you find it, just buy it, because you're probably not gonna get a good deal for this card either way. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one. Bye.